Trapping is a key part of winning pigeon races. If a bird returns home but does not go into the loft, the race is not over. To be successful, you need to train your birds to trap on command. This takes time and patience, but it is essential for winning. I start training my birds to trap as soon as they are weaned. I put them on the landing board with the front closed. Then, I use a push stick to gently guide them into the loft. I repeat this process several times a day for a week or two. This helps the birds to learn what is expected of them and to become accustomed to being pushed into the loft. In addition to physical training, I also use verbal cues to help my birds learn to trap. I use the same command words every time, such as inside and come on, inside. The birds eventually learn to associate these words with the behavior of going into the loft. I also make sure that my birds are hungry when I train them. This helps to motivate them to trap, as they know that they will be rewarded with food. I only feed my birds once a day, and I do all of my training before I feed them. This ensures that they are always hungry when I'm working with them. On race days, I rarely have any problems with my birds not trapping. The only time this happens is if another flyer's bird comes to the loft. The strange bird is not used to the routine, and it can sometimes throw my birds off. However, this only happens once or twice a season, and it is not a major problem. I also take steps to prevent my birds from landing on power lines or other places where they cannot be trapped. I have run pickets with string back and forth on top of my lofts to prevent the birds from landing there. This helps to ensure that they will always land on the landing board, where I can easily trap them. By following these steps, I have been able to train my birds to trap on command. This has given me a significant advantage in pigeon racing, and it has helped me to win many races. Be consistent with your training. If you only train your birds occasionally, they will not learn as quickly. Try to train them every day, or at least several times a week. Use positive reinforcement. When your birds trap on command, give them a reward, such as a treat or a scratch behind the ear. This will help them to associate trapping with something positive. Be patient. It takes time and patience to train your birds to trap on command. Don't get discouraged if they don't learn right away. Just keep working with them, and they will eventually get the hang of it. Here are some additional things to keep in mind. The environment in which you train your birds is important. Make sure that the landing board is in a quiet, safe place where the birds will not be distracted. The age of the birds is also important. It is best to start training them when they are young, as they will be more receptive to learning. If you have any other pigeons, make sure that they are not allowed to land on the landing board when you are training your birds. This can confuse the birds and make it more difficult for them to learn. I hope these tips help you to train your pigeons to trap on command. With a little patience and consistency, you will be able to win many races. Use a variety of training methods. Don't just rely on pushing the birds into the loft or using verbal cues. Try using different methods, such as food rewards, toys, or even music. This will help to keep the birds interested and motivated. Make sure the birds are comfortable with the trap. Before you start training them to trap on command, make sure the birds are comfortable with the trap itself. You can do this by letting them explore the trap and giving them treats inside it. Be aware of the bird's body language. Pay attention to the bird's body language when you are training them. If they seem stressed or anxious, take a break and try again later. Have fun. Training your pigeons to trap on command should be enjoyable for both you and the birds. If you are not having fun, the birds will pick up on that, and it will be more difficult to train them. I hope these tips help you to train your pigeons to trap on command. With a little patience, consistency, and fun, you will be able to win many races.
There are many reasons to buy my racing pigeon method. Here are some of the best reasons. You will get excellent results. It's a very simple system to use. It's affordable. I have had over 400 first prize winners. It's adaptable to any situation. You can use it with any racing method, natural, widowhood, young birds. It's a very effective method. There is no need to spend a lot of money on fancy pigeon products. It's a reliable system and it is foolproof to use. Professional athletes, race horses, take the same products. There is science behind this, not just hearsay. It is all to do with red blood cells and oxygen in the blood. Without that, a pigeon will not race well, or an athlete will not win a race, if he has low oxygen in his blood. The above is fact and is 100% science. There are a few things you can do to improve your chances of winning at racing pigeons. One of the most important things is to learn as much as you can about the sport. You'll need to know the different types of pigeons, how to train them, and how to race them. Another key factor is practice. You'll need to be able to fly your pigeons competently in order to win races. And, of course, you'll need to have the funds to invest in racing pigeons and other racing equipment.